this. Our government simply abandoned U.S. patriots for Israel. And then they hushed it all up, covered it all up for all these years. It's still a controversial issue, but it's, you know, we crew members are going to talk until we go to our grave.
Did you know that Israel killed 34 US soldiers and injured 171 others? Larry Bowen, a survivor of the attack on the USS Liberty, told us that the US government tried to cover up this war crime and even threatened to send him to jail.
Admiral Kidd came on board our ship and talked with groups of us. If you ever talk to anyone, your family, your friends, the press, I'll see that you're in prison and fined, or worse. And I didn't start talking about the Liberty until 50 years after the fact. I mean, that's how long I kept silent.
In 1967, the USS Liberty was deployed to the Mediterranean to gather intelligence during the Six-Day War. The ship was not armed, but it was repeatedly targeted by Israeli torpedoes and rockets.
Our government did nothing to come to our aid. President Lyndon Baines Johnson got on the phone and said, I don't care if the ship and everyone on board goes to the bottom of the Mediterranean, I'm not going to embarrass an ally. It wasn't until 17 hours after the fact that the Sixth Fleet showed up.
Following the attack, Israel claimed that the Liberty had been mistaken for an Egyptian vessel. Tel Aviv apologized and gave $200 to each survivor, and the US accepted this narrative.
Our government mistakenly took Israeli information about the attack and accepted that as gospel without interviewing us eyewitnesses. We've been disgraced by our government, and we've been called anti-Semitic, we've been called Nazis, we've been called everything that you can imagine.
In 2014, a recording leaked by Al Jazeera clearly shows that the Israeli military knew that the ship was American. Several theories have emerged to explain both the Israeli attack and the lack of US response.
What they wanted to do was bring the United States military into their fight in the Middle East. And it was more of a false flag attack where they had planned on coming out, killing everyone on board, sinking the ship, and blaming it on Egypt. And the United States was prepared to go into Cairo and nuke Cairo and take out Nasser.
This week, to mark the anniversary of the attack, Republican lawmaker Thomas Mathieu honored the survivors on Capitol Hill for the first time in US history. Nearly 6 years after the attack, survivors are now calling for a congressional investigation, an apology from the US government, and official recognition.
We would like both governments to open up their classified documents and tell the truth to the world. We crew members want that to happen while we're still alive. I mean, most of us are in our 80s, and you know, we don't know how many years we have left, so the sooner they do it, the better.